There's nothing like a deliciously rich chocolate fudge dessert, and the recipe we're about to show you could take the cake.
As it well should. It's from Philip Curry, an Aussie who's now head pastry chef at Harrods in London, if you don't mind. Philip joins us now. Philip, morning to you. Now,
Good
this
morning.
just looks every variety of exquisite. This is plant-based.
It is.
How do we get started?
It's a really simple recipe. So I'm going to get you to mix our dry ingredients.
Oh, dear.
And then in this bowl, we have some sugar and the liquids.
Right.
Mind you, we're using extra virgin olive oil
So I'm
as
just
our
mixing
fat.
these up
Yeah,
already?
just
Olive oil.
Just combining them, olive oil. But it's actually only...
Do you want me to do that one?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
It's actually only about a tablespoon per round of cake. So it's also, I guess, incidentally low fat. But it's a really simple method.
Incidentally?
Yeah, we've got our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients, and then we're going to combine them together.
Oh, OK.
So
Matt can do
A
that.
little bit of a spillage there, no big
That's all
deal.
right. And
So
then
it's important
just-
not to waste any of this.
So
'cause
they're
it's
pretty
all
simple
required.
ingredients.
They're very simple. Everything
Am I
is
done?
stuff that you already have in your pantry. Yeah, so now we can just stir that. And the secret to the perfect round of sponge is a baking strip. Now, not many people will have seen these, except, I
No.
guess, maybe cake decorators, but they're strips of fabric that go around, that you soak in water and wrap around the tin.
Oh, a baking strip.
Strip.
And it basically means that you get
Look at him.
a lovely round of sponge that's really flat, so you get those beautiful flat, even layers
So
as
what does
opposed
that
to
do?
cracked. It just insulates the sides and lets the whole sponge rise.
No, it insulates the sides now. Of course, the baking strip.
Sorry, I missed that.
So that's our sponge. We basically just mix this together.
I gave up.
We pour it into the tin, whack it in the oven for 25 minutes.
Just 25
That's
minutes.
it.
OK, and
Per
then
tin, so there's 2 tins.
there looks like there's some extra stuff going on here.
Yeah, so now we're going to make a ganache. The secret to a silky ganache is, for me, a blender. So I like using a hand blender. And we've got some milk that's just been brought to a simmer. I'm adding some brown sugar to it and then pouring it over some chocolate.
It aggrieves me, Philip, when I get a textured Grenache. I like it to be very silky.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the key here, to make it set really nicely and very quickly, is to blend it. Do you want to have a go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you
What
just
could go
press
wrong?
that button.
I'll just stand back.
Do you have to wear this?
Oh, yeah, and we're off and racing.
Yeah, there we go.
Do I lift it up?
I would leave it down.
I'll leave it down.
And then
We're on the precipice of disaster here.
I feel like I need to lift
That's
it up.
it, that's it.
No, we're going right.
we're going well.
Well, Nat
No one
does.
can hear me, but we seem to be. Is
All
it-
right.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
right.
I'll show you. So,
Wow, you really know what you're talking about here. That's...
so
There's a
you,
reason he's the head chef at Harrods.
thanks.
OK, sorry.
You can. The cool thing is that this is half the milk that you've boiled and half that is just from the fridge. And I'm using soy milk. But you add the cold milk in, and then your finished ganache is at the perfect temperature to set very quickly. And so you pour that into a shallow container, and it sets in about an hour. And then you just use it to build the cake, which I'm not going to show you today.
Right.
But
We've had to do more work than we thought we would have to
Really?
here, Philip. It's sort of working up an appetite.
should we get straight into tasting then?
Oh, OK.
Look, I
mean-
guess if you've gone...
OK.
The key here for cutting the cake is to use a knife dipped in boiling hot water. So that gives you lovely slices
Oh, look.
for you to
There you go,
try.
one.
Can you imagine
Yes,
ripping
sir.
all these tricks out at a sort of a party, Nat, and
There
so
you go.
here's a heated knife I'd prefer.
Oh, so we have to taste it.
You
don't
do,
we?
yeah.
Oh.
So it's just really simple. The key here is that these are ingredients that we already have in our pantries, but just reinvented with new recipes in new and exciting ways. And
That
they're in my
is
book.
utterly obscene in the best available
Oh,
way.
thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
That is amazing. A new way to bake.
Yeah.
Reimagine recipes. I'm not even imagining it. I'm living up.
Philip, there's no way in this galaxy you're making it out of the studio with that cake. The remainder of it is staying with us.
That is
incredible.
Thank you so
That's
much.
amazing. Neil, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.